What's up, boxing fans? This is Aztech 101 in the ring, and I want you guys. I'm gonna take the time to lead you guys to a cool website. The link is in the description box, and there you guys can go check out different. There's blogs. There's links to different articles to keep you updated on what's going on in the boxing world today. And there's fight polls. You guys can vote on who you feel is going to win any particular matchups, like Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana, or Paulie Malignaggi versus Zab Judah. So go check out the website. It's really fun and really easy to use, and it's brought to you by Aztech 101 in the ring. All right. So now in this video, I'm going to focus on this is focused on Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. And there's a reason why this is important to me. This subject is really important to me. Because personally, and a lot of you are going to hate what I'm going to say, a lot of you are going to love what I say. I don't give a fuck. In the ring, we don't hold any punches. Now, in my opinion, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather is important to this generation, just as important as Duran versus Leonard was to their generation. That's how I feel. This matchup has to happen. It has to. The only thing that can hold this matchup back, in my opinion, would be if Timothy Bradley beats Pacquiao again. That's the only way that this matchup can get derailed. Or Pacquiao loses to anybody else, pretty much. And everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that the only way to derail this matchup will be if Pacquiao lost again. This is why I can see through the bullshit. That's why when you look through the comment section and you see people bring up other potential fights for Manny Pacquiao, anything other than Timothy Bradley, it's for one reason and one reason only. In the hopes that Manny Pacquiao loses and the fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Pacquiao never happens. Which to me is bullshit. From the bottom of my heart. Fuck you. To everybody that wants to stop this fight from happening. Because you do not realize that this is our Leonard versus Duran, and we're just letting it slip through our fingers. Now, there's a video that basically embodies all the bullshit. And I found this video in Dante's Boxing Nation's channel. And again, we're in the ring and no punches are going to be held back. Dante's Boxing Nation, very interesting channel, very entertaining. I really enjoy watching your videos, but I don't always agree with you. There is a reason why I'm responding to this video, because again, what you say in this video has been echoed throughout many different forums, blogs, articles, videos. Look through the comment section. And it's the idea that Manny Pacquiao needs to fight other fighters to prove himself to get to Floyd Mayweather. Now, you bring up this idea that only certain fighters can fight young lions, these young, hungry lions. Alright, look. Manny Pacquiao did fight Brandon Rios, and according to you, even in your prediction video, Mr. Dante, you call Brandon Rios a young, hungry lion like 50 times. So yes, Pacquiao can still hang with the young lions. Of course. What I think is funny is that there's a list of like 5 different opponents in this video. See, at first, I started seeing Adrian Broner's name pop up. And Adrian Broner, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people think, well, the only reason why people don't want to see Broner versus Pacquiao is because we all know that Broner will demolish Manny Pacquiao. We all know that Broner is the better boxer. Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. He's the more technical fighter. There's a lot of fighters that aren't as good as Pacquiao, but they're better boxers. That's fine. He's beaten better boxers. No, the reason why people don't want to see this matchup is because Broner shows no interest in fighting Pacquiao. And I'm going to say this, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. If, if Adrian Broner does not want to fight Floyd Mayweather, anybody at welterweight should be able to maneuver around Broner to get to Mayweather. No questions asked. Until Broner's ready. Because you check this out. The reality of this is, and Dante's Boxing Nation, I think you forget. Sometimes you come off as a casual fan. You do. You come off as a casual fan because it seems as though you forget that Floyd Mayweather is about to retire. Like you think that he's still going to keep going. Look, I know that you see him like the Jay-Z of boxing, where he retires and comes back, retires and comes back, retires and comes back, and it's cool. But I'm not going to bank on whether he's going to come back. So if he says he's retiring after 4 fights, I'm looking at it like there's a countdown. 4 fights, that's it. That's 2 years, and it's over. So Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner, yeah, would it be a great fight? Yeah, of course. But check this out. You brought up Adrian Broner. You brought up Keith Thurman. You brought up Canelo. Check this out. These are great matchups. I'm not disagreeing with that. But guess what? Canelo, Adrian, Keith, they're not going anywhere. They're not. They're not going anywhere. Alright? They're going to be here after 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They're not going anywhere. And then that's him going down the ranks. He's trying to go up. The only person that makes sense is Timothy Bradley. And in your video, again, there's misinformation. You talk about like nobody wanted to see Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao rematch. Because the world revolves around the comments on your videos, Dante. Right? That's what happens. Right? That's what you believe. The world revolves around the comments being left in my channel. No. No. It's not the truth. I'm not calling you a liar, but that's not the truth. Now, Timothy Bradley has to have a rematch with Pacquiao. Now, to be honest, not for Timothy Bradley's sake. If Pacquiao really wants to fight Floyd Mayweather, that is the only fighter he really needs to get through. And I think it's funny because you bring up Manny Pacquiao as if he hasn't fought these young lions. Even though he fought Timothy Bradley, and he won. You know who won. You know who won. He fought Brandon Rios. We saw who won. The only person that he fought that has beat him was Marquez, who knocked him out. And you know that Manny Pacquiao was winning that fight too. So has Manny Pacquiao hasn't changed as far as his performance? He really hasn't changed. The only difference is we saw him asleep. But then we saw him come back against Rios. And it was impressive. He still has his speed, but he's smart. He showed intelligence in that fight. And, again, like fighters like Canelo. Check this out. That's one fight that I would love to see. You say that Canelo fans wouldn't want to see this fight because you don't want these two fighters to lose to each other. That's a load of crock, man. That's a bunch of bullshit. That fight, of course it would be great. Of course it would be a great matchup. But guess what? Good luck getting Canelo to fight at catch weight. He's not going to fight at catch weight again. Especially if this means him dropping below 154. Nah, he's not going to do that again. And you know what? I think it's funny when you bring up Canelo and Pacquiao. I think it's hilarious For all of the bullshit that Canelo gets for fighting younger fighters, or smaller fighters, all of a sudden Canelo versus Pacquiao makes sense, right? Canelo gets all this shit for fighting smaller fighters, but all of a sudden this makes sense. Get the fuck out of here. In the ring, we don't hold any punches back. Now, you bring up Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, a great fight. Can't disagree. I can't disagree with that matchup. I would love to see that. But again, Keith Thurman is not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. But yes, that fight would be dangerous for Manny Pacquiao. You know what? All these fights would obviously be dangerous for Manny Pacquiao. But in the end, the only one that is necessary to get to Floyd Mayweather, and this is if we take the whole promotional bullshit aside. Let's say the promotional bullshit was not influencing this matchup. Let's say Top Rank was willing to work with Golden Boy. Let's say Top Rank was willing to work with Showtime. This matchup will only happen once, if ever. So the idea, and this is what they don't want to tell you because the truth comes out when you dissect everything. This is one thing, Dante. You know, the reason why you're bringing up Adrian Broner, Canelo, all of these Golden Boy fighters, because you know that if Pacquiao does fight one of these Golden Boy fighters, the matchup between Pacquiao and Mayweather will never happen because Top Rank and Golden Boy will not meet again. And you know this. So all in all, there has been a really, again, from the bottom of my heart, to everybody that's stopping this fight from happening, fuck all of you. This is our generation's Roberto Duran versus Ray Leonard, and you're stopping it. All because you're thinking with your heart and not your head. Dante's Boxing Nation. You preach about this, and I think it's because you're really talking about yourself when you bring this stuff up. Because it doesn't make any sense. The only person, if Floyd Mayweather had to pick an opponent right now, and Top Rank was available, it would have to be Timothy Bradley. Just because on paper, he is almost his mandatory. So the only way that, in my opinion, if Manny Pacquiao does not shoot for a rematch with Timothy Bradley, then that is Manny Pacquiao's fault, and he is to blame. Bob Arum as well, because I'm sure he would have something to say about it. I'm sure he's protecting both of these fighters. But as for the fans, we need to understand that it's not that these fights can't happen. Yeah, Pacquiao may later, if his contract's over and he leaves Top Rank or whatever happens, yes, or Adrian Broner, if Adrian Broner goes to Top Rank, yeah, Pacquiao versus Broner can happen. But we only have 2 years to get Pacquiao and Mayweather in the ring. And I'm sorry, as even if Timothy Bradley beats Manny Pacquiao, Timothy Bradley and Floyd Mayweather will not be as historical as Pacquiao versus Mayweather. I'm telling you right now. This is our generation's Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. Alright? And if you want what's good for the sport, you wouldn't get in the way of this fight. This is Aztech 101 in the ring. We don't hold any punches. And, make sure you check out the website in the description box. Ring Talk. Great website, cool website. And make sure you leave a comment, subscribe, share. And be careful where you find your information. This is Aztech 101 in the ring. And I'm out.